The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Chapter 1, The Festival of Fools. Everyone in the city of Paris heard the church bells ringing on the morning of January 6th, 1482. This day was a holiday called the Festival of Fools. People all over Europe were excited. Each country had its own special way to celebrate this grand festival, but the French prided themselves on their celebration. They thought it was the best in the world. People from all over Paris always flocked to the plaza in front of Notre Dame Cathedral. They stood before the bonfire or danced at the maypole, and every year there was a play at the Palace of Justice. This year was special because I wrote the play. If my play was a success, I would become famous. But if no one liked it, then I wouldn't even get paid for writing it. I was very nervous. I wanted my play to be perfect. As it turned out, no one saw my play, and I was never paid for it either. After all my work, my wonderful play was ignored, all because of a merchant from the city of Ghent. It seems they celebrate things differently in Ghent. They don't bother with plays, nor do they have a bonfire or a maypole. In Ghent, people are less civilized. Oh, my play began as planned. The crowd clapped in delight when the curtains opened and the actors walked on stage. The crowd politely listened to the words I had written, but suddenly, in the middle of an actor's speech, a loud voice shouted from the crowd. It was a foreigner, the merchant from Ghent, who rudely interrupted my play. When he shouted, the actors stopped acting. Everybody turned to listen to this man. "People of Paris," the merchant greeted them, "in Ghent we don't waste the festival of fools watching a silly play." To my horror, the crowd cheered. I became angry. My play was certainly not silly. I had worked long and hard on it. I was shaking with rage, but the merchant ignored me. "In Ghent, we know how to have fun," he told the audience. "We meet in front of the city's largest church. There we elect the King of Fools." "And how do you do that?" asked a woman from the crowd. "Why, we put up a wooden wall with a hole in it. The people who want to be king stick their head through the hole to show everyone their face," explained the man from Ghent. "And who becomes King of Fools?" the crowd shouted back with interest. "The ugliest man," the merchant replied. "Let's go to Notre Dame Cathedral," a beggar yelled. "We can elect our own King of Fools. Who needs this silly play?" Soon everyone agreed. The crowd began to leave the great hall. I had no choice but to join the festival. I too would help to crown the King of Fools.